either that or different variations of copy pastas that have just been evolving over time.
Yeah.
Eventually, there are going to be sociologists that have to dig back through the internet archives after the civilization has fallen and just try to figure out what's going on.
Imagine if like your PhD thesis is on the evolution of Twitch chat.
Yeah. For the sharks.
Yep. For the memes.
Well, there have been some excellent memes, excellent GIFs as well.
Excellent GIFs, yeah. It's actually more fun than you'd think, posting shark GIFs. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. Probably is very similar in the sense that people have fun spamming drop in chat. It's probably a lot closely aligned with that.
Closely aligned. Well, appreciate it. So we are just solving the footsteps issues that's going on. So you don't want any kind of weird audio bugs that can mess up the game. So that would be frustrating, to say the least. But
especially a game that has so much impact, so much importance attached to it. Seeing some headsets come back on, maybe that's a good sign.
We don't know exactly yet, but we'll certainly find out soon. So you wanted a skunk, and I picked a pig for a non-traditional pet.
Yeah.
You got a weird one. You know what?
Weird animals?
There was always one kid in class that wanted like spiders, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I never hung out with those guys. They creeped the hell out of me.
They were a bit weird.
Well, I mean, I mentioned on the broadcast the other day. We had my college roommates had an octopus and like a lionfish. They had a bunch of weird fish. But they had, this isn't really a pet, but they had a coral tank. So you have all those cool different types of corals and polyps that would like...
That's so much work though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like they had the apps on their phone. We'd be sitting in class and they'd like leave like, 45 minutes into class because like they'd get an alert that like the pH levels were dropping in the water and they'd have to go like take care of it or else everything dies. But it's really, really cool when you actually have like a fully done tank and everything like that and you see all the different polyps that kind of like, I guess, I don't know if it's the right term, but like bloom and like change colors and everything like that.
If I had known that I could leave class if I had that,
well, I don't think technically you're allowed to leave class, but
they just did it anyway.
Yeah, I was a really good student in college. Don't worry. They had chinchillas as well, actually.
Those were popular, I remember, for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I quite saw the point of them. It seemed like they were just sleeping most of the time, but.
Yeah, they're just kind of like soft to pet and everything, so they're kind of cool.
All right.
Give them dust baths. They can't get wet. Unless they die.
What?
Yeah.
This is real.
Pretty sure.
Do they die, or is it like in Gremlins where like more chinchillas grow from them and they eat the whole office?
Yeah, that's the one, Anders.
Nobody besides me remember Gremlins, right?
I know Gremlins.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a movie called Critters?
I've seen. No, I haven't actually.
It's an absolutely amazing movie with these like little fur balls that have teeth. And they roll around and they can jump at people, but then they can also group up and make like a giant ball of these, and they roll over
giant
people.
Critter ball.
It's amazing. It's an amazing movie.
We were talking yesterday. I think probably like one of the best like monster movies ever made was Tremors.
Tremors is. I mean, it's a real shame that they sort of messed up some of the later ones, but
there were some okay sequels.
Some okay, yeah, but the first one is actually incredible.
It's got like what? It's got who is it? It's Kevin Bacon and Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. Like
that's so baller.
It's just an amazing concept, and I remember watching it as a kid, and I was horrified. I was really horrified at the idea.
Yeah.
It's so well done.
It's one of those like B movies from the '90s, so. I would imagine that of the 400,000 viewers we have right now, or 358,000 viewers, we maybe 10,000 of them have seen it.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen,
if you're one of those 10,000,
you should.
Yeah, it's the opening to the second one where the concept of Tremors is you can't touch the ground. There's monsters that like don't have eyes and they burrow underneath the ground, and if they feel the vibration in the ground,
they can detect
just destroy you.
Activity.
Yeah,
so.
and they go fast. In the beginning of the second one, I always loved this scene. Is the guy? It's like the construction worker who's doing the drill.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's drilling into the concrete, and then he just gets wrecked.
It is pretty good. Like, it's just such a good concept. There is a, I mean, I've never done this, but I remember Semler telling me about all the Dune books. And the Dune obviously has the worm, right, that you have to walk a certain pattern to avoid it. That's all I
haven't read those books yet. I've wanted to. That's on my list.
Right, and isn't there, I heard a rumor that they were remaking Dune as like a series at some point. Like, I think that universe is a massive one.
Yeah, it is. I would imagine they'd have to. Because I know they did a movie a while back, and I feel like that was not well received, but it was like a cult classic. And I guess that'd be the next thing to remake. I mean, they're remaking everything these days, aren't they? I'm always really hesitant with that kind of stuff, though, because you can butcher that real quick. You know they just announced the Witcher movie.
Yeah, I've never played
TV
those
series
games,
or something like that. I haven't either, but everyone loves them.
Maybe I've missed out. You know what I would like a remake of in a series format? I don't know if it would be good or not, but I really enjoyed the Riddick universe. I mean, obviously Vin Diesel is kind of a badass, but that wasn't the thing. Like, watching it, because you watched the first one, which was called
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black, and it just seemed like a one-off kind of thing. You didn't really.
I had no idea that was like a whole like universe.
Right, I didn't either. I just watched that and I thought it was a cool idea, and I was like, this is kind of a cool movie. I like it. Then the next two came out. And during those, I sort of realized, wait a minute, there is like a whole universe here. There are these factions, different factions of good and evil, and I actually felt like they were sort of like rushing through the story because it was a cinema type movie, so they had to be quick about it. But I always had the feeling that if it was longer, maybe they could have actually told me some of that story, and it would have been really fun,
Well, this is why like TV shows are getting so popular these days. Like, they're having all the big budget things are going to television because you can actually spend some time and build these universes and build these series, and you can tell a longer story, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, I never saw the other ones. I never saw like Chronicles of Riddick or anything like that. I just saw Pitch Black. I love the concept.
I mean, I wouldn't say that they're good movies per se, but I for some reason I have this feeling watching them that there is a background that I would be interested in if I could know more.
What is the best bad movie you've ever seen? You know those movies that are just like, they actually aren't great, but you love them no matter what.
The best bad movie that I've ever seen. I think maybe I can't remember this. There was one of those Punisher movies. Obviously, the series is incredible now.
Yeah, the Netflix series is great.
One of the Punisher movies that came out.
Okay.
Maybe the third one or something. I can't remember. I think like there's been a bunch of them.
All right.
Was so incredibly bad that we were laughing all the way through. There's like a scene where some guy is.
But like, did you actually enjoy it? Not a movie that you didn't like. Okay, a movie that was like objectively not a well-made movie, but you still enjoyed watching.
I've got a pitch. This is a good one.
Right.
I think. So I can't tell you the exact name of the movies, but there's been a bunch of them, so it doesn't really matter.
Great.
They are some of the later movies from Steven Seagal after he's got fat. And the amazing thing about those movies is
when he became a Russian citizen.
Yeah, right. And what's good is you can very clearly tell that in some, like right before a fight scene, they'll show like his biceps, like he's setting up for a fight, and it'll look like a 20 years younger Steven Seagal. But then you see him in the fight scene, you can clearly tell it's not the same person as the one that they just like. It's some sort of stunt double that's way more fit than him. He's had a few
drinks. He's all over.
And it's so funny. You should definitely watch it. It's so funny to watch.
Also watch Under Siege because those movies are great.
Of course they are.
In its heyday. 11-8, we're back in it. All the issues are fixed. We've got 4 AKs in the MAC-10. Spirit on a 2-round run, and TYLOO trying to make this comeback happen. This is a sketchy buy from them, though. They force up here again, missing the heavy machinery. Almost 2 UMPs. Good nades, decent damage. Nice chip down on Dima.
So, back in the action, round number 20. The scoreline is 11-8, favoring Team Spirit, who are now on the T side, and they have been looking pretty impressive here on Inferno. They just need to follow through with what they've been doing, and it seems like they are going to end up winning this map unless TYLOO can make some sort of mad comeback. They forced into this round, and it is a very questionable force buy. They do have some smokes and some grenades to work with, but this can quickly run out. Team Spirit actually going to maybe try and speed up behind this. They almost came through that smoke. Now counter flash coming out. Bentet running through, instantly taking down Dima. A bit more damage out, and they're stuck on the other side. I don't know why they want to be so quick, Spirit. They must have been able to guess that there weren't going to be smokes and molotovs for days here on the TYLOO side.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they thought that there was going to be pistols. This wouldn't be a buy. We talked about how crazy it seemed, but actually they're going to stick around at the B bomb side. This is so tough. Bentet, what a job to do. Somebody abandoned his idea to rotate away. A little bit of pressure. That A bomb side almost pulled them out. One smoke left on Bentet, and when he sees this come over, he should put it down right now, no matter what. 25 seconds left, but he's not going to use it.
Waiting, spray through from somebody. He's done so much damage. Remember, he was tagged low right off the bat, and Bentet will follow it up. That's now a triple hiding in the corner. Still got the health. Going for the quad, and he could even get the ace. Stab cross now spraying through, and there's the ace from Bentet. Well, if you wanted to get back in the game, this is how you've done it. Really good job. 11-9. They save a bunch of rifles. They upgrade to at least 2 AKs, and this is a big change.
What a critical round for your star to step up. This is that round if you lose as your TYLOO, you're kind of out of luck. That really puts Team Spirit in a very strong position. Look at the repositioning between each kill from Bentet. That is great mobility, great find, that 5th kill. Beautiful timing. He's up to 23. He was one of the win conditions the Des talked about if TYLOO wanted to take this series. One more round for TYLOO and they take the money away.
Oh, wow. That's the grenade landing. He actually runs into it.
I can't even fault him for that. He had to dodge a Molotov that was already on top of him, a nade coming through, all right through the smoke. Somebody can't handle it. That's brutal. The follow-up spray for Bentet isn't going to land. It's a good equalizer to find.
Yeah, even if Sophic did get a bit low. No, it's hard to blame Dima for that one, but
that's a whole pathway of fire and explosion.
Yeah, it was like one of those
Steven Seagal movies.
Exactly. Just needed to break someone's arm and throw some knives, and we'd be done with it. Coldy taking down X-Curate. Very careless walking around the corner like that with nobody holding the apartments. DD is having a much more sharp angle there.
He is an AWPer as well. You should be wise to that possibility. That is a very common angle to try and pick off that AWP player. Captain Mo's going to push up, find some information. Sophics not ready. He had the AWP. He was unscoped with low HP. 2 players, including the bomb, spotted, and I think with that information, Bentet is just going to say, I'll come to the A bomb site. There's no way they move forward after we spotted him that close. DD's going to have to hold off for just a little bit. They're coming out above him. And this is so confusing for DD, and yeah, he's going to go down.
Just not sure, and with that shot from SDY, that's the end of it. Bomb down, another save here for TYLOO, just the 1 M4. Maybe he could pick up the AWP here, I don't know, but they've already stolen it. So 12-9. Team Spirit. That's a pretty good call in a 3-on-3.
Yes.
You have to appreciate that. I don't know, DD, he put up that smoke. It's like he must have known that he was being very vulnerable from the apartments. I feel like he was getting a little bit panicked there, maybe. Yeah,
maybe a little bit of an overextension or trying to do too much. He could have played that safer. I mean, the goal kind of in that situation, right, is you do feel alone because you're Bentet was still kind of rotating and far away, but you do need to get at least 1 kill out of that. At least turn it into to at least give your teammates a chance to win the round. That was one of those plays where either DD wins it or likely a loss.
Yeah, even buying time, right, could have made some difference.
Another tough decision for TYLOO to make. 1 M4. Do they want to buy?
I mean,
you're gonna let Spirit extend their lead. And you're at the stage now where this is pretty close to the end.
Yeah.
Conservative, but Spirit with a great chance to get up to 13. Captain Mo would have to do something incredible.
Number 4 right now playing all the way the arch, so quite far away from any action at the moment. And let's see. Edging their way closer. 4 more rounds here. Mirage is the 3rd and final map. Some armor and some CSET 75s picked up, and somebody does have a smoke. So for whatever reason, Spirit went B with 30 seconds left. That could be scary, but he has to hold on to it for a really long time. Mo actually has one as well. So they could smoke up this B-bomb site for a long time.
That smoke from Spirit just used to try and bait out some utility. Nobody's falling for it. Nobody's falling for it, and somebody trying to get information. Here comes another smoke, and this might force one out. Yeah, definitely should. Molotov, more nades. There it is. This could be good. They're going to go through it again. They want more of this.
This is a little bit crazy and a little bit dangerous. Sophic on the bomb site. He's going to be down. Captain Mo falls, and that's the M4 out of reach. Bentet getting 1 good kill with the USP, but it shouldn't matter at this point. It's a very, very good setup that TYLOO had going on there. And actually, Bentet finding the kill. How is that done? And now X-Curate coming in. Instant headshot. The bomb is planted, but SDY is miles away. There's no way that Execute could know. He's picked up a defuse kit as well. He's going to smoke it off and go. He's not going for the bomb plant or defuse yet. He's waiting on the other side, finally tapping it a single time. But STY going to put up a smoke in front. Execute had the opening now. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds on the defuse. STY waiting inside, and he's going to get the defuse right in front. They turn it around. No head armor on that second player going down in the bomb site. That USP wrecked him.
Yeah, they all just gets dropped to the floor. And, I mean, Captain Mo doesn't even get a kill with that M4, and they still turn it. Bentet with 2 huge kills, just spamming through the smoke on that second one. I have no idea how Spirit... This is 2 times now. I'm not quite sure why they're being this risky coming through smokes at the B bomb site. They've done it twice. And they lose this one. I don't think they lost the first one, but... This is insanity out of Team Spirit, really kind of forcing the issue when you don't exactly have to. You had all the advantages in that round. And now it's flipped.
They
Still
really
some
did.
money on that Team Spirit side. They're going to buy. They have 2 players at, you know, over 5,000.
This seems like it could have been maybe the round that can change this whole game. They've bought a P90 Moses.
I love it.
Have they no shame?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they're going to do with it. That's always the question. You imagine it would kind of lead the way. I don't know if that was a misbuy, though, because they could have had 2 AKs. Maybe they're dropping. Yeah, okay, they do. Diva picks it up right at the end. 12-10, but Team Spirit not looking on point in these past couple rounds. Nades, utility used in towards the window. Looks like they're kind of done with the B bomb site, and I guess for good reason. They've really kind of struggled, and Bentet's playing very, very well. 25 and 16.
I mean, it was a crazy fight in that B bomb site, but actually it was a really good setup as well for TYLOO. Now it's going to be the A bomb site instead. Captain Mo down here. Dima opening up on 1, but the follow-up is great for DD. He needs just 1 more kill and he can't get it. So it's a 2-on-3, and Bentet's way out in the open. 1 kill, and he's going to be really quick to react. He's going to get shot down from down across there. Somebody jumping on top of the box, and he shuts down Sotpick as well. They just can't slow it down, Team Spirit. That fight at the end keeps on going on forever and ever. And TYLOO now 12-11, and Spirit, they forced up last round. This round, if they do it again, that just might give TYLOO the lead. I can't believe that they've come back in this game.
This is insane. This is such a hectic round. TYLOO just seems so disorganized on this defense. If you ever want an idea of how confident and how much Bentet must be feeling it, it's that play there. How crazy do you have to be? 2 players, 2 different angles, and you're walking along that graveyard wall while the bomb site, he still hits the immediate headshot. Incredible, incredible stuff from TYLOO. Still managing to hang on just barely. And look at how stressed Team Spirit looks. Heads in hands, no one talking.
You could understand why. I think
it's not the time for this. Someone needs to get this team going. Someone needs to increase the attitude.
Yeah, that's where you need some of those slightly crazy players. Not all team has them, right?
It is kind of a luxury.
You need the nothing, the Jordan Gilbert to come back here and get everyone fired up, right?
Jordan Gilbert is one of a kind.
He is a treasure of the Counter-Strike community.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need someone like that, and especially late in a game like this, which is having such a big impact on your career, the most important game you've played this year for sure. And
they mentioned it in the pregame. There's only 1 player in the server who's ever been to the top 16 of a major,
and that's Dafcost, yeah.
Our boy Dafcost
might get edged out this time.
Yeah,
might not make it.
Very close. Riding a fine line, isn't he? Obviously, as you can see on the screen, a couple issues with Bentet. They have the helicopter headset is off. Maybe that's why no one's talking. Maybe I'm just maybe I was judging Spirit too harshly. Could be a little bit of a tech timeout.
Yeah, it really feels like it. So surely
no one's allowed to talk.
They're not.
What if you had like a pad of pen and paper and you just wrote down a joke? Make them laugh.
Well, that's the. Does it say in the rules no communication or no talking, Moses? Because obviously then there's a loophole. What if you use sign language?
That's not a bad idea. All teams to learn sign language.
Seems like a bit of an investment for the fact that someone could just amend the rules next day and you would have spent months.
Yeah, and I imagine there's some Counter-Strike terminology that doesn't exactly have a sign made for it. My favorite bad movie, Anders, was Judge Dredd.
That's
the original.
Not a bad movie.
That is kind of a bad movie.
It's an incredible. I cannot believe you said that.
But
Moses.
this is why I win, because it is awesome, but it is bad.
It's so good. The guy that they find in the desert that has like a weird robot hand and he's got like that knob that they turn in the back of his head. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's a great movie, but it's very just weird to watch.
It is like...
It is a product of the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
it's like 80s steampunk.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. It is a little bit, but I just...
No, it's a great movie. The remake was actually very good as well.
The one where they're in the tower?
Yeah, Dread.
I feel like they could have... I mean, it was all right.
12-11. Team Spirit have to go back down to pistols and back to the B bomb side. They have not had fun here, and they're not going to have fun this time. This will not be pleasant for them. Bentet, he is the law, and he's going to spray 2 down, and there's the third player, Excurit, right around the corner. The shoulder, the jiggle peek works, and oh my god, Excurit's got to be careful. There's a flank coming in, and his teammate with him, Didi, just manages it well.
I just remembered that scene, like when they switch the weapons to rapid fire. It is kind of bad. You may be right. They took it so seriously as well. I think that's what does it.
Yeah.
Well, still, I appreciate it.
It's a perfect role for Stallone.
It really is. 12-12, ladies and gentlemen. It's all tied up at the end of this second map. Second half of it as well. It is looking critical right now for Team Spirit. Somehow, they need a big win. TYLOO have won some fairly ridiculous rounds, and now T-side needs to do something similar. Taking a bit of grenade damage here, just trying to get the controller banana. A very defensive setup for TYLOO this time, though. Pretty much as far back as you can get, almost.
I mean, they've had no issues with the kind of attacks that Team Spirit have been putting forward, in the sense that, I mean, some of them have seemed insane. So why risk too much? Let Spirit make those mistakes. You still don't have great money, so you want to have a pretty clean round on this defensive side. Bentet boosted up. Somebody close at first oranges. There's going to be a fourth player here. No Molotov, just one smoke on somebody. He's got to find the right timing. This could be hard if they turn this corner without any indication.
Oh, very much so, because they're not going to stop for the smoke. They're just going to keep running. So smoke does nothing really. Coming out of it, though, could be dangerous, and they just get the rifles out in time. Bentet and somebody combining for a good couple of kills. And Bentet's still alive back here. He's got 16 health. Davkost actually pushing through, trying to catch the guy around the corner, missing the first one. Now he's completely trapped. Extrid will take him down. Bomb is done. That's such a big win.
It feels like Team Spirit has just lost the plot here at the end. Very simple attacks on the B bomb site, and they're able to shut it down twice now. Bentet with that great double kill. Good teamwork between somebody and Bentet. The constant flashes. That smoke got out. It was a little bit awkward for Bentet to fight that, with the smoke being so shallow. They did get caught off guard a little bit, but they managed to hold on. And Team Spirit just having no success. 4 rounds in a row in 5 of the last 6 to TYLOO.
Yeah, but think about what some of those rounds were, though. I mean, I feel like they're gonna be a bit upset at the end of this, especially when I mean, some of the rounds aren't overpassed as well. We've had some really strange wins. Some of them going in favor of TYLOO here. That Spirit looking back at it, probably going to be thinking, well, that probably should have been ours. C-Seds have now been picked up. TYLOO are very close now to making the Legend stage. 3 rounds. They've got the economic advantage, and Team Spirit, you're right, maybe lacking a bit of creativity towards the end.
This is a typical round you lose in this scenario if you're TYLOO. Pistols, CZs are out. This is when Team Spirit, like even with the AKs, they just kind of throw caution to the wind and they attack that fast speed. We've seen it so many times. Bentet has the great read though. He's rotated over to CT spawn. Not enough nades on Team Spirit to neutralize him.
Yeah, that's a nice crossfire. Oh, he actually goes for it. I thought he was just going to hold for Excurit, so maybe just a bit of a mistake here. Bomb is on the other side, and let's just see, not hitting that shot. They don't have any armor. That's going to be one more missed shot. Didi luckily recovers on the other side. Really, really expensive round here so far. Trying to take the shot through that, nearly connects. SDY, it looked like he shot their own gun. That was really weird. Now picking up the AK-47. He's got the armor as well. Flashbang out. He knows there's somebody in pit, and he's going to get the kill on Didi. Somebody flanking in from middle. Those grenades giving up a bit of the game. Now the smoke is going to be going up. He doesn't have the bomb picked up yet. He's going to have to go and pick it up right now. 25 seconds. So somebody can wait this out and just wait for the bomb plant to go on through. SDY running into it. Oh, and he's waiting for it. Somebody comes charging through, and SDY, the quad kill clutch at the end. Unbelievable for Team Spirit and unforgivable for TYLOO.
Unforgivable for Bentet. As good of a game as he's had, that's all on him. There's no reason to take that much of an aggressive stance on Rapside. You have the Operant Library. Let him take contact. You're just there to hold the line and keep space between them. That is unforgivable. I mean, it's a battle the whole way there. TYLOO had a couple chances to recover, but just very, very difficult. Excurate's in a weird situation, close range with that AWP and narrow corridors. Can't decide whether he wants to use the pistol or not, and that opens the door for Team Spirit to get back into this. It should be 14-12. It should be much more comfortable for TYLOO, and it's just now they have to battle even more. Double nade, somebody's going to push down, overwhelming aggression. They jump through, he's able to get one even while blind. The good trade from Sunday. Bentet wants that trade, but he's standing in the flames to get it and cannot stick around. 4 on 4, tense situation now.
Well, now everybody's confused. This game looked like it was about to slip right into the hands of TYLOO. They had it all lined up, but that round is going to cost them dearly.
I cannot believe that is the kind of mistake that we see come out.
We're just praising it. The foresight to go to Archway. If he just stayed there and relied on Excurate to get the opening AWP kill and then follow up with the AK, would have probably been fairly easy. Now DD up here with the UMP. Sophic, he was already low, he's going to go down immediately, and no return. Good follow-up from Davkos, stopping the refrag there from Bentet. And now down in the pit, Captain Mo is about to be jumped on from the apartments as well. He's going to be standing up. That's one big kill, but cannot follow it up. And Excurate, I mean, he can try this, but risking the orb is dangerous as well. And that smoke going up. There's a Molotov to follow it as well, so yeah, he'd have to wait here for a really long time. 14-13 here as Excurate decides to back on out. I can't believe it.
What a change of fortunes. TYLOO, I imagine they take a timeout after this. I don't think they can buy. They might have to. Then you're playing for overtime.
It's kind of all or nothing at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, what's going to happen is Excurate will be able to drop an M4 if they want to go for something, but that's going to be a tough call to make. All off the back of one poor decision. They were handed a gift. Spirit really kind of fell flat in those 4 rounds, the 4 rounds in a row that TYLOO won, and it's an anti-eco, an anti-force buy, as we see so many times where TYLOO falls short, overextension, not able to recover. And yeah, tactical timeout for TYLOO as they want to decide where to go. I think they're buying, Anders.
Yeah, they are. They feel like it's time. Listen, I mean, if they can come back and win this round, they'd be faced with another force up afterwards, but still, maybe there is a way back. I can't imagine if they lose this map that the team talk that's going to follow before map number 3 is going to be particularly pleasant. You could imagine that there's going to be a lingering feeling of that kind of was ours, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same for both teams. I can't even keep track of how many teams or how many rounds that have been weirdly lost.
That's just the general sentiment of any team that loses a close game. You know, you always say we lost that. It's never they won it.
Yeah.
You never get that feeling because you think of all the mistakes that were made by somebody, by yourself, whatever it might be. The reality is always somewhere in the middle. Flashbang's over. Somebody wants to push again through the flames, and look how patient they are. He's dodging awful. It doesn't even realize it. I don't know how all of these have missed. There's the nades over. They're going to get so close. This is great. Somebody, that's going to be a double kill. Huge performance. They do it again. He did this play last round, and he had to have realized that he had a great chance to get 2 frags out of it. He wanted to go right back.
Somebody get him a medal or something.
Yeah.
That's just too good, isn't it?
It's so weird to watch this because I think if you go back in this game and remember earlier in this half as well, the amount of people from Team Spirit that have died trying to come through smokes with a lot of time on the clock is probably, it's wild.
Higher than it should be. 5-on-3. I can't keep up with this game. It doesn't even make any sense to me any longer. 28th round. Another round here for TYLOO that should be almost a sure win. But we've seen that fall apart before, so let's just strap our seatbelts in here and see what happens. 35 seconds. Smoking up the pit's a good idea. A couple of flashes around the corner. Still a really big stack here. Coldy taking down one. The follow-up on Captain Mo. And somebody with the return. Flanking in from behind. DD now coming out of the pit. He's in a perfect position. And that's going to be the one. The follow-up on Coldy is almost 100%. He's on 19 health here. And simply out of time. He's going to get shut down from FACEIT. 14-14. The force-up works. TYLOO, they get another shot at it here. And they have to counter force on Spirit, surely.
Spirit almost made their way into the bomb site despite a 3-on-5. They had those great opening kills. It's the flank. Somebody had a phenomenal round. That's the huge start. But coming up, you get the kill that drops the bomb as well. They have to go back for it. Buys DD some time to get comfortable in the pit with all those smokes in his face.
Now Spirit are having a bit of a dialogue going on.
Yeah, 2 left for them.
They can buy like 4 AKs, can't they?
No.
Maybe.
Actually, I mean, Coldy could drop 2.
Yeah. And STY could maybe.
Yeah, they could actually. You're right.
Could have a couple.
Could have 4.
There could be something.
Could be
the
something.
math,
there.
Moses.
Yeah, the maths. The question becomes how much can they get around those 4 AK-47s and what kind of utility can they get to run a tactic?
Oh no, he just can't, can he? It's like 100 off. Galils and Mac 10s instead. We didn't do the math.
It was close.
We
did our best. We did our best. I think it's because he bought head armor instead of light armor.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to do though when you're playing against UMPs and M4s though. I don't know. It's
tough call to make, isn't it?
It is 14-14. Absolutely everything on the line here for Team Spirit. This has been an excruciating game. This hasn't been a sort of a clean map of Counter-Strike, right? There have been really a lot of bumps in the road for both teams to get to the stage. So maybe a lot of things to look back at when we're done with it. Captain Mo going to be thrown off. He does see a couple of people crossing. The Mac 10 working out. Great DAF cost with shut down there from the UMP. Goes down. Dima to follow. And
why are they being so aggressive? Why are you just staying in pit? Be comfortable. Play behind the smokes. Keep time. This is insanity. And FACEIT, there's nothing he can do. He can see nothing. He knows they're above him as well. He needs to find this kill, and he does. Sotvik, another mistake given over. They're going to go for more. He's blind. He can't take the shot.
now somebody coming in. Half health on him. UMP walking up towards. No bomb on yet, and he's trying to run it down. He gets the headshot, but it's not enough. 15-14 now. Team Spirit on map point. 1 away from pushing this onto map number 3. And they're just broke on the TYLOO side.
In terms of money and just in terms of confidence and discipline at the moment, they're just making so many insane plays, trying to get a fast flank in. Coldy's watching that. They could have just stayed alive and pit. Would have been absolutely fine. Trying to do a little bit too much coming over those smokes, and we're exposing themselves to so many different angles. This is the pressure of the situation dictating a lot. You said it's a sloppy game. There's a good reason why.
Are they going to grenade banana? They got 3 of them. If this actually works in the 30th round, they're gonna be restrained. That would have been madness, wouldn't it?
It's getting tough to watch. Somebody completely blinded. He's gonna be taken down as well. You needed some teamwork in this scenario. 5-on-4 now for Team Spirit. They seem to have caught a little bit of a stride here down the stretch, given a few gifts, given some time to get back into this game. TYLOO has given them every chance. They're on the verge of taking advantage of it. And they should take advantage of it.
Yeah, they just need the last 4 kills here. And it's very limited what they have on that TYLOO team at the moment. Team Spirit just no mistakes now. Keep that focus, follow it through, get onto map number 3. Captain Mo falling back around the corner and inside of the bomb site. FACEIT is holding the apartments as best as he can. A little bit of backup being called for now. It's DD rotating in with it from us. Really almost the only thing they have right now. Good counter flash coming out. Oh my god, they line up. That's a team kill. And DD, no, the bomb is down.
Oh,
what is happening? How has it gone this wrong? Another one falls and they give it away just at the end. 1 versus 4 with 17 seconds, An absolute unmitigated disaster over at Archway, 15-15, and we're going to go into overtime. That flashbang drew all of them up against the wall, and the whole team fell.
Somebody, it was that Didi that actually almost shot his teammate as well, the low HP. What a sequence, Captain Mo. Yeah, right here, almost a TK after the fact. This is getting so crazy. I cannot believe neither one of these teams has been able to capitalize on the mistakes. Team spirit, that should have been it. Game should be over.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, man.
I mean, in a broader sense, it's kind of cool because this is always the last obstacle of teams who have been on the rise for so long, who have improved massively, is in this challenger stage. The hardest thing to learn as a team when you get to this point is learning how to actually win the game. And you can see both of these teams just seem a little bit too timid, a little bit too scared, a little bit of lack of confidence.
And if you contrast some of this with, I mean, that was kind of a 1 in 1,000 game that we saw yesterday between Rogue and North, but you see how some of the players on North especially, I mean, Kiebu towards the end just
took over. Yeah,
took over, and like his focus seemed to increase almost round for round, and it just got progressively more and more impressive. So I don't even know. Right now, no more mistakes. They need to find a way to close this out. It's overtime now on Inferno. Once again, this has been an amazing challenger stage so far with, oh, the rain of grenades down the middle. You don't see that every day. And Dima gets exploded. That's a great way for TYLOO to start.
They got the money in the bank now, Anders. They can go deep into the playbook. They can actually finally afford a full kit of utility. So, Hall's control.
What is this, overtime number 18 or something? I don't even know.
I think 17 I saw this morning. That 16 was where we were at. Maybe it's 18. I don't know. Yeah.
I've lost track. Somebody will know. Somebody will find out. Molotov to force one back. 4 on 5 here. TYLOO with a good beginning. Now, challenging just a bit on RG. Excurate got to be careful when he goes back. He sees the smoke landing. Looks like they do want to try and see if they could maybe at least force them back. Are they going to try and wrap through CT? The bomb is still quite far back, which is interesting.
It's a nice shift in the defense, though. DD coming over from the bomb site to allow Excurate to watch CT spawn. They're going to attack forward. Bentet's going to have to get involved in the action. He's being a little bit timid. Oh my god, I cannot believe he's come through. I can't believe he got a kill. I can't believe he's alive. And still, somehow they hold on. What a dangerous situation to put yourself into, and it's paid off for the moment.
This game just has absolutely everything now. 2-on. Oh my god, Davkos running him down. Now it's a 2-on-2. Somehow Team Spirit are still alive in spite of all the madness. Now it's somebody walking in and dropping the bomb. No defense from the pit, and Bentet will close out the round. This is insanity. You just don't do that. But he did it anyway, running through the library smoke. And then he stayed alive.
This is so mental. How does your brain work that way?
Unbelievable.
How is somebody able to run up along Graveyard? Davkos has got to be so mad. Oh, the mistakes that are made in this game, at some point you just feel like a teammate would have to snap, but it is certainly the most entertaining thing I've seen in a long time.
It is, now. It really has turned into the game of who can make the least mistakes. It's like, there's like 3 or 4 every round at this point, so just cut one of them out, you probably end up winning it.
I don't know, at this point I'm almost confident that if Excurate's not doing a play like that, then they're not going to win. I don't know why. It's like they don't know the other way.
Yeah, maybe the trick, Moses, is instead of trying to sort of, you know, stay out of the madness, just dive all in.
Yeah.
Get deep in there and see what happens.
Somebody, only one flashbang left. They used their Molotovs and HE grenades earlier down Banana. Didn't do too much damage. Davkos has taken a little bit. This is a delayed peek. This is going to be so cool. And Sotford just, oh, they're ready for it. Davkos far, far back.
It is a really good idea, though. It's
Well,
not something they've been doing a lot either.
No, it's not. I think that smoke maybe gives it up, though, in Boiler. I think they got to say something's coming. That's a very tough time to make that call, to go for that peek. Wouldn't expect anything different from him, though.
So 4 on 5, a good lead advantage here for Spirit. They pick up their first round in overtime. And they look to be walking through the arch. They're blocked from that smoke and library. Tet Maybe could have been a kill, but Sophic will take him down, and now this A-bomb site is almost certainly gone. Moses, 99%. DD going to pick up one kill there on Sotbic, but it's essentially a 2-on-5. Oh, Captain Mo, what a double spray down that drops the bomb, buying time, only 10 seconds. He gets SDY as well. This is way out of control. He's going to get one more in there. How can they not take that bomb site? 2-on-5. I am losing my mind.
DD with the reposition inside the bomb site was huge, but obviously Captain Mo delivers. He has had such a quiet game. He only has 17 kills at the moment. This triple kill, he was at 14 before this. It's just so beautiful that he's able to stay alive. I don't know how Spirit is not able to crack open that bomb site in that scenario. By the skin of their teeth, TYLOO looking to go up 3-0 in this first half of overtime. It makes no sense.
It really does not make any sense whatsoever. This is... If you just showed me a screenshot of the minimap, one in pit, one in A, what, 3 on arch and 2 coming, 1 coming apartments and 1 coming quad, you know that's a GG. That's not gonna work.
Well, this isn't gonna work. 90, Mac 10, MP7. They're all going to get cut down. Davkos has the 1 kill, but there's so many players from TYLOO here. There's no way to cross into the bomb site. Great overtime. As soon as TYLOO gets the funds, gets the money, no smiles yet. 1 more round for TYLOO. It's all business until then. Looking for 19. And switching sides, Spirit is going to have to win 3 in a row. And remember, this is series point. This is Legends point. This is major point.
Ridiculous defense in that previous round. They've had so many opportunities. They've had so many chances to close this out, to make it work. And both teams have given more away than I can count. I've lost track, Moses, of how many silly rounds have been potentially lost.
This is going to be, whoever loses this map, this is going to be a tough demo to watch back.
Yeah. And they've got to go right back up to their hotel rooms and just, I don't even know. I mean, I would
cry.
Yeah, I think that is the reasonable response at this point. Captain Mo could have maybe been peaked by Davkos, but he decides against it. 18-15, TYLOO win 1 round here, and that's it. They are in the legend stage. Right now, Spirit are fighting for double overtime, which personally I'd appreciate.
Nothing spotted over the flames. 3-man stack in lane. Quad, I believe as you call it.
Call it lane, Moses. I'm fine with it.
Doing it more familiar than you. Here we go. Molotovs leads in. Flashbangs as well. Sophic not burning somehow. Captain Mo still aware of the possibility. He does get dinked.
It's not a bad kill at all. 1 more step in the right direction. Thank you, James. I love you.
Oh my god, somebody. Davkos just looks away at the wrong moment. That's a beautiful headshot. Coldy is waiting at Banana, but they're not entirely sure. TYLOO's gone quiet, even with some of these kills.
Yeah, slowed it down, but they have the time. I mean, 35 seconds. They can run back if they can get Coldy. There's nobody left defending the B bomb site. They are almost stacked up. That jump, an instant kill. He goes for a bit more. Will shut down Captain Mo with 24 seconds. And this has to be a... Oh, he's trying to bait out the shot. He wants him to shoot first. And finally, the peak happens. They take down Coldy. It's a 2-on-2. The smoke will block off Dima. He's going to try and flash it, but it's not really going to make any difference whatsoever. Will be a bomb plant here. 2-on-2. And the quick flank coming in from SDY. Everything on the line as Dima taking down DD. X-Curate, the Indonesian AWPA, the only one left here. Can he put TYLOO in the Legends stage? Is it finally going to be time? No, the flick is not going to be quick enough, and Spirit are going to win the round. What a great defense put up from Coldy.
That is all on him. Double kill was huge, and I was just looking at the utility when TYLOO readjusts. No flashbang to force him off that first angle. He has so many chances to isolate and take a shot. This is tough. Bentet goes first, follow up as well, and that 1 missed op shot. If they'd taken him down at that point, I mean, that's a huge kill as well. To get into 2v2 to get a free spam. 18-16. TYLOO still unable. A 4-on-2 slips away from their grasp.
Yeah, getting ever closer to that double OT. Spirit still coming in on, and they also have the added benefit of all of that money. See what TYLOO can do. If you have any at all aces up the sleeve or anything you've managed to find out during regulation, then now is definitely the time to do it. Again, if they were watching that game yesterday from North, there certainly were a lot of creative stuff coming out from both those teams. So it's not always applicable against other teams, but still, maybe borrow a bit from that. Oh, it was very dangerous. Be careful.
Everyone's taking risks at the moment. Bracket control again. Captain Mo leads the way, looking underneath the smoke. Oh, they're going to retake this. Captain Mo's in trouble from behind. He's not prepared. I don't know how he gets away. He just decided to fall back at the exact right moment, take some damage, but he's fine with that. If they're going to hit this B bomb site, if they're going to do it convincingly, they have to go now. Coldy got to be careful. He's jumping over. He sees a lot. They're on the rotation back. Dima rotating through. Molotov going to slow him down, but I think they're going to commit. 30 seconds left.
Yes. I mean, somebody might make a bit of noise on the other side. Can he draw or at least keep people there? Might even be able to shoot someone just coming out of the pit. Counter grenade coming out, landing and doing a lot of damage. Dima unable to find the shot, and they are falling back to the bomb. 18 seconds now. This A bomb site, but look at the retreat as well. Davkos sees it coming, and he's back here with the AWP. Sotfik needs a kill to buy time. 11 seconds. Davkos, that's the bomb on the ground. 7 seconds now. They need to do this right now. Somebody has to plant and just ignore everything else. 3 seconds. The bomb. Oh, they're going to stop it in the last second, and that's Spirit winning the round. He just saw the leg. That was enough. This is so incredible.
I cannot believe what we're seeing. Just barely holding on. Not even enough time to clear out pit. That is so tough. Great shot from Davkos. All of these just slowing it down piece by piece. And SDY, he's just been hiding the entire time. Those are the first bullets he shot in the whole round. He hadn't been touched. Tactical timeout. Last one for TYLOO. 18-17. One more chance. One more opportunity to close this out in the first overtime. Pull it north. Go for a B rush.
I'd wonder, you remember that one round that Kiebu had when he walked through to CT spawn? Or just like wrapped through construction so quickly that no one saw it coming?
Yeah.
That's the kind of play you like to see now, isn't it? Make like a little tube of smokes that you can just navigate your way through.
I tell you what, you want to know the other side of this I didn't even think about until just now. Since the bomb didn't get planted, the timer ran out and 2 players died afterwards. Oh god. 2 Deagle, a P250, 2 AKs, and a UMP. That is not what you want to be fighting with. If you're TYLOO, just march up and hit the B bomb site. Just go for it.
Feels like that, doesn't it? If you're a fan of overtimes, however, then you're just loving this.
Yeah, you've been loving it all week. TYLOO trying to reach top 16 of a major for the first time in their history. They've been through plenty of qualifiers and not able to make it happen. Incredible progression. Team Spirit, 4 players have never been to a major. They're trying to represent the CIS region. Molotov used. Davkos starting to cheat, but only halfway.
Yeah, doesn't really go for it just yet. That boost up there is going to be powerful when I mean, especially if it's not one of the AKs facing it. If they go down a little bit too quick, then the UMP and the rest of it aren't going to have the same kind of stopping power. Molotov doesn't land up on the box, so he can stick around. You can get it to land on the box, but I guess it's less popular. Follow up a couple of grenades here, and they're not going to fake it this time. They run straight for it. Coldy forced out. There's Dima, 1 big kill. Follow up as well, and Dima shutting it down. A couple of kills now from that double OT. Bent hit on 17 health and Execute. He's got a UMP and not much else, and the whole team has started to rotate over here. Spirit are certainly ready. 1 important kill, 19 seconds now, but Execute has the bomb. How does he get the plant down here? He's just so exposed from every angle, and that might be the end. Bent hit now, 1 versus 3 with 10 seconds. That is not possible. He's going to get a kill, but again, it doesn't really matter. They hide, they win. I'm going to go and challenge him, but it's not necessary. Double OT, ladies and gentlemen. 18-18.
Yeah, we get way more insanity. What a great hold on that B bomb site from Spirit. The boost up works perfectly. The AWP in the back of the bomb site gets a kill and a tag as well. First player not even considering the site. I think maybe jumping to see if the boost over there was going to be manned, but this is great. Yeah, you're right. Even if they got a couple kills, there's no way Extra was getting that plant at any one point. He was going to have to fight the whole way, so time just such a huge enemy for TYLOO down the stretch. This is wild. Why not? Of all games,
yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get 4 more OTs.
First of the day, second map. Let's get 4 OTs and then a third map, Moses. How do you feel about that? How do you like them apples? I'm
loving it, mostly because Daps is doing all 3 games today.
Yeah, we've really thrown him into the deep end, haven't we?
Welcome to being an analyst.
The pure misery of it.
Welcome to the pros.
See what it did to Yanko. He's laughing at us now.
Oh, Yanko's so happy at the moment watching this.
He deserves it.
Here we go. 18-18.
He's one of the good ones as well.
So few of us left. That's good ones.
Not lost forever. We will get him back one day.
Well, banana control for Team Spirit. Dima and we saw this actually early on. This was... They started on the CT side. This is one of the super early rounds in this game. And TYLOO came back into this and had to fight so hard through that stack. I think it was actually a pretty even trade, surprisingly. I think it was like a 2 for 2. It's not an easy stack to break open, though.
But this A-bomb side, if they hit it, there's only 2 people here. Now, there might be a quick flank through middle, sure, but who knows what can happen. New score to hit is 22. Accurate. Daft, of course, having a mental battle there. Nobody really realizing the other person's on the other side. Grenade comes out about 3 seconds too late. Now the wall of smokes towards the pit. Daft, of course, got a nice little lineup there. Going to be picking up the 1 kill, but they're all around him, and Extra finds him. SDY down in the pit. He's going to be gone. But that's the bomb drop with about 30 seconds. This is uncomfortable once again. The Molotov going to force Dima a little bit out, and the bomb will be picked up eventually. 3 on 3 here in the afterplant scenario. They're trying to wrap. They're up in apartments as well. Somebody's got a good lineup, but it doesn't matter. Coldy will take him down. This is so exciting. Yet again, every one of these rounds is just down to the limit. Sotfik nearly goes down, but he's going to get the headshot. Now it's Bentet, and he gets overrun. Team Spirit winning the first round here in double OT.
You can see one of the strengths of that setup at Banana. 2 players so close to the base of it. As soon as the hit comes in, as soon as Team Spirit call it out, they just push Banana right up mid, and they have such a fast flank. It drops the bomb in lane, even though they recover it. Even if you get into the site and get that plant right here. This smoke actually helped TYLOO pick up the bomb, but there's nothing they can do. They're trapped into the bomb site. And when you have 3 players encroaching on this site, it just gets way too uncomfortable to hold. They had to hit some stunning headshots to give himself some space, and they just don't come in. Neither team has been able to win a terrace round in overtime.
We've seen that scenario before as well. For some reason, I mean, it is obviously the power of that CT utility and the double ops and all the rest of it. Does help out quite a bit. No peek going all the way around the corner. Setting up for some flashbangs here to just run through the smoke. If someone's holding close, that could be dangerous, but far back it works a little bit better.
Oh.
That's a beautiful grenade. Follow-up headshot from Captain Mo. They wanted to chase that one down. They've still done great damage to Bentet and Captain Mo, so it might still kind of work out, but it does thin out the defense.
It could, but man, advantage. So many advantages been given up. Lining up for the set utility. Coldy, if he doesn't hit that first shot, he's going to be so isolated. He'll have to wrap all the way around towards coffins. There's going to be a smoke there too, so Sotfik is going to feel a little lonely. They're slow playing this, though. They're not making any noise, not giving away the indication. This is dangerous. This is so dangerous for TYLOO. Coldy's now around the smoke as well. They're going to drop 1 flashbang. He's blind. He's dinked 1. He's got another kill, and he's coming through. Eventually does go down. Coldy, I think he's going to have to give it up, not come through the smoke, but it clears. It clears just as they make their way in. That's great. Oh, what a shot. The reaction as soon as the tracers come through. At 3-on-2 retake.
Yep. Doesn't work at that range or that angle. Somebody 9 left, and he's going to go down. Coldy has been incredible in this overtime, especially on those CT side. Excrit going to pick up 1 kill, but they're both wrapped around right behind him. Bomb is ticking. They don't have any smoke to get rid of him, so maybe a slight chance here. Very slight chance. They tap the bomb once. Now behind the fountain. He gets the kill, actually, but it doesn't matter. Still going to be picking it up, and we'll get the defuse here. So 2 rounds now for Spirit on the CT side. double OT. That was very close. Coldie's playing a good game at the moment.
Yeah, Sotfik, that's so well done from him coming through that, just delaying, causing havoc, and I mean that's a big benefit to get that kill right. Oh God, we didn't even see it from his POV. That's dirty. So dirty. Spirit 20-18.
Just feels like there's no end to this at the moment. Still kind of incredible that Ben's head is at 37 kills, quite a bit ahead of everybody else. He's been having a very, very fine game here on Inferno, much better than he was on Overpass. Davkos sticking around as long as the Molotov is up at the bottom of mid, but doesn't really want to fight it that much longer. He didn't have any backup there either.
TYLOO don't even want to take that battle in Banana this round. They don't want to deal with it whatsoever. They've had a lot of trouble. This double up setup has been strong. Coldie's turned into a monster. Nice flashbang, gonna force him back. They need to force him back more. Keep Dima at the B bomb site. If you hit A like this, it's gonna be playing the game on Nightmare.
Yeah, but think of the resource it is for Spirit, just knowing that Coldie's just gonna shut them down if they show up, like he's done it time and again. So maybe you can't even blame TYLOO for wanting to not subject themselves to that any further. The smoke is going to block off Archway. The Molotov not going to touch anyone on Quad, and Davkos, flashbang, not going to get the timing shot there. But Demo's around the corner. Grenade, nobody there in the ninja corner. Are they going to fall back and try and challenge Coldie yet again? The bomb is here, and they're going to go for just a little bit of a fight. Dima takes down one, could easily follow it up, and that's a beautiful double kill. 30 seconds left. There's not much hope for the rest of TYLOO to actually make it anywhere.
That's the indication the B hit as well, that it was supposed to be a B pinch. And look at this, Davkos and Dima. Now it's 2 ops. They can get in if they can neutralize these, but I think Coldie should get one. But Dima's going to get all 5 kills in the round. Delivers an ace to give them a 21-18 lead. And now pressure on TYLOO to win 3 straight.
Anytime you get a cheeky ace in double OT, Moses, you know you're on the right track.
Yeah, that makes you feel good. Double OT ace.
Feels like you've really participated in the game at that point.
Like an action hero.
Maybe we should make those, Moses. Counter-Strike action hero based on the actual players.
Action figures, you mean?
Have a little bald action figure of you, Moses. Maybe it comes with some a little bit of like shoe shine to make the.
He's got jokes.
The same jokes, unfortunately.
They're whole ball jokes.
They're all on one topic.
21-18. Here we go. Let's see. Spirit now with 3 chances to close this out. Keep their tournament, their major life alive.
It's a bit too early into the corner. Yes, it's all on the line for this one here. Spirit, one more round. And they're going to go to map number 3, TYLOO, as you said. Hoping for a huge comeback here. That's not a bad shot at all. That was almost followed up. Scary fight going on through the smoke.
I wonder if someone from Spirit at some point has just said, let's just make an agreement that we don't attack the B bomb site through smoke before the 1-minute mark.
Yeah. Like a kind of truce with themselves.
Yeah.
Find a way to negotiate that within the team.
Davkos with the off at top mid. Waiting for a peek that's not coming. They're pretty committed here. They've given up control of Banana, and somebody now has that information. He's now got that position at half wall, just able to make sure no one's encroaching up Banana. 36 seconds on the clock. Lining up for utility towards that A-bomb site. They can still fake it if they want. Not a lot of utility though to use and execute it, and he's going to feel confident. There it is. Dima just steps too far. The op shot misses. DD hiding in the cubby is going to get one, and this is going to be a slaughter tag onto Davkos, and it's a 19th for TYLOO. They're just 2 behind now from triple overtime.
Yep, but the money is still there for Spirit. Nobody living through the timer and being killed afterwards. That was
a
real disaster.
Yeah, that really was.
But they've avoided that. They're still spending a lot of money here. Coldie down to 150, 50 on Davkos at the end of the buy. So they're still going to be in trouble if they can't win this round. That is for sure. maybe the rest could put something on the board, but...
I can't believe Spirit have timeouts remaining. They even have one more after this. Ballers.
Looking far into the future. Your in-game leader comes to you and says, listen, I think we're going to need these timeouts for the trip for the third overtime.
Yeah,
You
hey,
said,
man,
"What?"
we should call a timeout right now. He's like, no. There's going to be 3 or 4 overtimes.
I remember Thorin used to be quite angry whenever people would predict overtimes in the prediction game. He'd be like, what is the reason? I mean, that does make no sense whatsoever, but but still.
Makes you look awesome if you get it right.
Yeah, that's the
Don't
big
act like
upside.
you've never made a ridiculous prediction just because you wanted the credit of being right. It's all you do.
I'm not going to try and defend myself against this kind of slander, Moses.
Yeah. Here we are. It's all over. 21-19. I think both of these teams have just... They've gotten picked off so many times, it almost feels like outside of the nades coming down mid or banana, they're just not really willing to risk a whole lot early on. You can understand why, especially in the case of Spirit. They don't force... What? Ooh, that's a great nade on a Davkos, right off the wall. That's gotta make you angry.
I've seen people nade second mid, but I just don't think I've seen it land on the... It's right in the shins as well.
Yeah, not a good place to get grenaded. Execute, a little bit blind. He's going to fall away. They're going to pick up the pace. They want to catch him on that fallback. There's somebody. He goes down. Oh, God. He jumped the gun. He tried to flank way too early. B-split, though. DD's got it all to do. They line up. He gets two. No, he doesn't. Dima's able to end it, but BenTed is there, and BenTed has more to do.
Yes, he has Excret actually chasing them. He's almost part of the push into the B-bomb side. Captain Mo, can he catch the kill? He does spot out one, but this is incredible. The flank is just so quick here with the AWP. They make it around the corner, but that's the bomb drop. Then he's looking for a bit more. 2-on-1, and Excret, he's got to be careful. He's double scoped up there, looking for the kill. Still 50 seconds on the clock, so they can wait a long time to recover this bomb. They're gonna smoke there. He rushes through. He gets the one. Sees at 75. He actually makes it back around the corner, and he's gonna go back for it. That block is there. Oh my God! Excurate. How does he do that?
No
the triple.
way.
He made it work, keeping TYLOO in the map, and in overtime. This is a monstrous performance from him.
It's just more insanity from Excurate. Does everything opposite of what you'd expect. He was on the flank so quick. This smoke, it even bounces in correctly. It gets close to him. And oh, Dima was ready for it, but this follow-up. Missed shot from Davkos and coming back with just the CZ. No one's going to expect that. Nade in hand, and somehow he's kept them alive. And look at the buy. 2 MAC-10s, a P90, and a CZ. Why is this so ridiculous?
This is just a wild game. Let's see if we can keep it going. The weaponry is not looking good for Spirit, but that doesn't mean they can't win it. You can get the timing right. One entry here in the pit, and the last pit player is going to be alone for a very long time before anybody can help him out. So this kind of aggression, is Davkos going to grenade them in through the middle? Is there going to be some sort of setup here? He's got 2 flashbangs and a smoke, so he can definitely set up this kind of an explosion out of the apartments. There's the flashbang going high up. Excurate still getting a kill on Sotvik, and yeah, they're shutting it down. This is definitely a triple overtime scenario. It's 21-21.
And why the hell not?
Yes, indeed. Let's keep it rolling now. We're back on track.
I'm loving this. That clutch from Excurate is so insane at such a crazy, crazy point. We've seen him do that so many times as well. Yeah. Like jump through smokes and weird situations. You can see there we had this last night at triple overtime. It seems to be the thing. Bathroom breaks.
It's fair enough, Moses. It's fair play.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't want people to be distracted from... They almost
I'm glad he said that.
Yeah.
Glad he said that.
It's some pretty good music. I do like it. So.
Yeah. Gets me dancing.
Yeah.
Get all your friends into this game right now, because weird things are happening, and everyone likes weird things.
It's impossible to really sum up. Like, there's been so many, because we started out, there was some craziness when the bomb got dropped on top of the box, and you thought that's probably going to be the most mad.
That would be the craziest thing that happens in this game, and it certainly wasn't. And it's continuing in overtime as well.
Yeah, they just can't seem to get rid of it for some reason.
There's this like weird balancing act going on where it feels like between like being like too scared due to the stakes of the game, and also just like being too insane and not realizing the stakes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to predict what's going to happen next, right? even when they get the 4 versus 5 opening, even a 3-on-5 sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's never over. There's always going to be something happening. I can't believe. I mean, remember, this has been 3-0s each side of overtime for both of these teams, each CT side. Still no offensive rounds won once we got to OT.
So if you win a T round now, you've done it. Then you're good to go.
That's what it feels like.
I mean, it's definitely possible, but those double ops are really good.
Double ops are really good, and obviously the Molotov, the smokes, I mean, all the utility that the CC side can use. Just more importantly, I think on the T side, it seems like no one is like really. No one's really going for any actual opening picks, right? They're playing like a map control style. The defenses are playing pretty far back to begin with as well. But it's like, let's gain control of brackets, or let's gain control of banana, but let's not actually, like, no one's actually trying to go for a kill, which is understandable. It's an intimidating thing to have to do from the T side of Inferno.
I mean, some of what Xcrit has been doing, just
nasty.
You know, down on the T side.
Nasty.
Jump through a smoke with an AWP.
I don't think it works the same.
It's obviously very difficult, but I don't know. I mean, here's something that maybe they could try.
Okay.
What if they do that double smoke towards pit and then they just walk as close as they possibly can, like a contact play on the quad side. They just walk up to the hay card as far as they can get, and once they're there, they just explode onto the side.
Try it. I mean, it feels like everything has worked. Things that shouldn't work have worked all through this game, so you might get away with something. Might something crazy will happen and you'll win.
I mean, we saw, what was it? I think it was Rogue yesterday that did a really cool Inferno execute, right?
Onto that B bomb site?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was when the Oppers at the half wall, they had Hiko throw that smoke from way far back over the walls, the one that lands at the spawn crossing. And as he throws that, they pop the flash and just bum rush. So by the time they hunt down the Opper and they're turning the corner, the smoke's already up. There's no delay. And there's no indication that it's coming. That was very cool.
So maybe, if you knew how to do it, you could steal some of the cool stuff that Rogue were doing on this map, which was also a bit of an overtime game, if I seem to remember.
Yeah, that was 4 OTs as well. It's the last map of last night, and we're right back into it. 3 OTs here on Inferno.
Yeah, let's keep it going in that case.
That's the thing. Who would have thought if you watch Rogue demos, you're going to find a quadruple overtime strategy?
Just buried deep in there. Page number 51 of the attack book. Yeah, a lot of planning. I think they are mostly back from the break, so
yes,
we can resume the game soon enough. Maybe you guys went for a bit of a break too, and you're back as well. In case you are, if you're just joining this stream, this is going to be the 4th overtime. Third overtime.
Yep.
I'm getting ahead of myself. 21-21 scoreline. New number to reach is 25.
Yes, this is that's not live, obviously.
Not yet.
But yeah, for those just joining us as well, this is the final day of Challenger stage matches with this Spookle system, which is the first time we've done it, which means there was a new way to seed these teams against each other based off the strength of their opponents. It's a best of 3. TYLOO currently up 1-0. They won overpass 16-12. If TYLOO wins this map, Team Spirit is eliminated. TYLOO makes top 16 for the first time ever. Team Spirit are able to take this in overtime. We're going to Mirage.
Yeah, everything is on the line right now, and this could turn into another really long day. We've got 2 more best of 3s after this even, and who knows? I bet they're going to be playing Inferno. We all know what that means. So, double AWP, M4s and the rest there on the TYLOO side. Dafkos has got his, and is ready to AWP anybody in middle that shows up. But again, fairly defensive setup maybe, except for Xcrit, who's for the moment peeking into second mid. He's not really going to find anyone and presumably will fall back eventually. So, similar kind of defensive setup here for TYLOO, not taking too many risks. But it's been working, so hard to really blame them.
I remember towards the end of that T side, Team Spirit, even in regulation, was kind of running out of ideas. It was very basic and making some wild mistakes. So TYLOO don't really need to do anything too different. Xcrit's taking a big risk. The smoke's cleared. He's not aware of the timing. He lost track of when that smoke cleared, and that's way too free of a kill. This might be it. We mentioned if you win a T round, no team has done it in overtime just yet, and look at the control. SDY just falling right back after that smoke clears. Oh, I cannot believe that.
Yeah, you find that kind of gift in the middle, and you just love it when you're on the Spirit side. Can they make their way onto the site now? A little bit of a mistake, I think, on the server. Maybe.
Well, I would imagine if anything, it was Xcurate crashing or something that might have called the pause, as we're going to get that round reset. Not entirely sure what happened, but that's what would make sense to me.
Yeah.
Because that seems like a crazy, crazy mistake to make.
It does, right?
Yeah.
We'll see what the admin team says. Somebody will figure it out. I mean, not somebody on the server, but...
Haha. Yeah.
I got that.
That's well played. Well done, Anders. 21 all.
Imagine if somebody played on big Moses. We could have some great little jokes coming out.
That would be my nightmare. It's like torture.
Yeah, very hard to cast without sounding like you're completely confused.
You don't really realize how often you say the word big in a cast. Yeah. You have to cast the team, and then you're like, oh god.
Maybe we can make a request that people don't use regular words as part of their clan names.
Or just adjectives.
Yeah, it just becomes a little bit too tricky.
It is weird.
Regardless, as soon as the server is restored, we should be back in the action, and we'll see how it all unfolds. Did you say who you thought were going to win the next one between Big and Optic?
I have Big.
You've got Big for that one?
I've got Big for that one. I don't really care either way, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
No?
No.
You don't think they're going to... They've both looked a bit flat, right?
Yeah.
Been some strange...
And, like, I mean, you have Smoothie on one team, cool personality, Config on the other. So as long as one of those guys makes it, it's like you're going to get someone who can talk some smack, give a good interview. Not that they necessarily will. Config seems to have shied away from that. It's kind of hard to talk some smack when your team's in a slump, as they've kind of admitted in pretty much every single interview I've seen from them. But
yeah, there is that.
21 all, and here we are back live. Everyone's PC up and running.
Yeah. Hopefully no crashes, but they do happen. So here we go. 21-21. We'll tie it up here for the third round of overtime. See if Team Spirit can get some opening. Win one of these T rounds. That seems to be the name of the game right now. Dodging the grenade damage. It's most of it.
That's pretty good. That's exactly what you need. 19 damage on a Colby. Up on Davcost. That's down to the base of middle. Again, somebody... You normally see the Alper in this position, right? This is a bit wild from him, I feel. All right. That's much better. Xcurate gonna get Molotov out. Follow-up Molotov in towards the Cubby. Picking up the pace. Bracket control. They don't need to cheat anyone. Everyone's already here. Xcurate getting crazy again. We love to see this. Been watching it for 42 rounds. See what he's got. Holding completely blind. He's gonna have to fall away. He can get smoked off. They're already gonna cross, I think. No, they actually hit the pause button. Wait for that follow-up flashbang to do it. Now he's got a new angle. He's got a teammate rotated over, and they just took too long. He's going to get a both. Great shots from Xcurate.
Really well done. And Bentet, you're right. He was right there, but now they're all gravitating towards the B-bomb side. That might be a bit of a mistake. Oldie going to get a big double kill. That's the A defense gone. And the rest of TYLOO, they were running the other way. I mean, we can't even read these rounds. Even when we have the minimap, it's just impossible to know what's going on. Now they're going to have to go for a retake. They pretty much had this round. Shutting down that arch push should have been everything they needed. Now Goldie going to get crouched in upon. That's an excellent kill from Bentet. Now Davcost and Dima, and they make this work. Big kill coming out from the hit with the AWP. Goes for a second one. Instant flick taking down, and Davcost just shutting down all three. And that's the T round one with Spirit. I can't...
TYLOO's afraid. They're getting scared. They're trying to cheat the rotate here. They're trying to... I mean, there's no reason to push forward into that. You have a 5-on-3. You don't need to do anything. This is another thing that you know, some of the younger teams just don't understand. Sometimes all you have to do in Counter-Strike is actually just do nothing. 5-on-3. Let everyone play their standard defenses. You're used to taking 5-man execution, so you shouldn't be scared of anything that Team Spirit is going to throw you. But TYLOO trying to jump the gun, playing 2 steps ahead of themselves, and they're going to get punished. They need to find a way to slow the game down, whether it's in their own heads, whatever it might be. Nice shot, nice timing for Xcurate, giving them another advantage.
Surely they will have learned from that last round. We said it earlier, but it almost feels like the team that makes the least mistakes now is the one that's going to have a chance to...
Maybe not even the least mistakes, maybe it's just the most costly mistake.
Yeah.
That's a pretty costly mistake from DD and Captain Mo.
Definitely is. There are going to be some people out there just pulling out their hair watching this, aren't there?
Black being one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, DD falling back around the corner. Accurate sneaking his way in. Oh my god, that should have probably been a kill. The follow-up is incredible as well, so he's done enough once again. So I think solo, he's going to get sprayed down. That was always going to happen, and now it's a 2-on-4. Daft cost down and Holy get caught, so they win the follow-up round, and I guess that's good news for TYLOO. Otherwise, they would have really lost a lot of money, and it would have been even more painful. I know Vendetta really likes watching TYLOO play as well, so he's probably out there as well, just screaming at the monitor.
We obviously all enjoy watching TYLOO play. They're just a fun team. Frustrating at times.
Yes. Definitely say that. It will be interesting to see if that one round on the Spirit side was enough.
Is what does it, yeah.
Could well be.
It's been all 3 zeros up until that point. Oh, tagged, but actually not that bad.
No.
Like, right in the toe through a wall.
It felt like that was going to be more impactful, didn't it?
It really did. Blind again, Execute. He's being so aggressive with this ult. He really wants to just finish this series. Playing a dangerous game. They're going to come right through it. Now they block each other. Miscommunication. Oh, look at the worry. Look at how much utility was just used by the defense. Panicked everything. But they're going to hit this bomb site.
He's walking through the smoke. Somebody at bottom mid. He actually gets the kill, and Execute close range. Picks up one and leg shot on the follow-up. Now it's a 3-on-3. And DD's walking in from the one side here. Up in apartments, though, on the other side, Coldy wants to get back to Boiler Room. Can he find the timing? And DD can, and that's a huge, massive kill. SDY is going to be going down, but the refrag from Deemer, and it's all on Ben10. He's alone 1 versus 2, and Coldy is just so good with the positioning. 23-22, and Spirit winning.